Hello, and welcome to the Success is a Quest channel. I am your host, Michael Redrow, and today we will be talking about personal development and having a positive mental attitude. And then I will give you 9 steps to being a more positive you. So let's get right into it and check out this video. Okay, so number 1 is starting out that you need to have faith in your abilities. Without a humble but reasonable confidence in yourself, you cannot be a happy or even a successful person. And that's from Norman Vincent Peale. What is a positive mental attitude? It is an honest, well-balanced way of thinking, having a successful consciousness, an all-embracing philosophy of living, and the ability to follow through with the correct actions and reactions. Napoleon Hill defined a positive mental attitude as a confident, honest, constructive state of mind in which an individual creates and maintains by his own choosing. Now let's break down what a positive mental attitude is. So the first part is positive. Positive is a force or power associated with positive characteristics such as honesty, faith, love, integrity, hope, optimism, courage, kindness, and good common sense. Now, the mental part of that is the power of your mind, not your body. Remember, you are a mind in a body, not the other way around. Your control is embedded within your mind. Attitude. Your attitude is your feeling or mood. This relates to your feelings towards another person, situation, or circumstance. Now that you know what a positive mental attitude is, how can you keep that positive mental attitude? So now we're going to talk about 9 steps to help you keep a positive mental attitude. Number 1 is take possession of your mind, and then I want you to repeat these affirmations below daily for the next 21 days and try to get within your mind you can develop a positive mental attitude. Being negative will not get you anywhere. You have to take possession of your mind and make it a positive mind. I believe I can take possession of my own mind. I will develop a positive mental attitude. I believe I can direct and control my emotions, feelings, intellect, tendencies, attitude, passions, and habits by developing a positive mental attitude. Number 2, keep your mind on the things that you want in life and off the things that you don't want. So I'm going to give you guys a little story. There was a father who was upset his son couldn't keep a job. Years later, the son was asked at a luncheon, "How did you turn your life around completely in just a few short years?" The son explained, "It is simple. I learned the magic of believing. I discovered that if you expect the worst in life, you get the worst. And if you expect the best, you get the best." The man continued to explain, "Anything you can believe in your mind, you can achieve in life." What is this story saying? You have to believe in your mind that you are able to do anything. For instance, right after I finished college, I wanted to get a job working for a company in the hospitality field, which was the field that I went to get my degree in. And I wanted to work for the company, the Four Seasons Hotel. I wasn't exactly qualified to work for them as a manager or a supervisor, but I did know that I had the skills within me. I just needed them to give me a little bit of training. So I was like really nervous, and then I went to the interview, and I did reasonably well at the interview. And then about 2 weeks later, I was continuing to keep a positive mental attitude, but 2 weeks is kind of a long time. Like, are they going to call me or not? Like, this doesn't seem good, but I did keep my positive mental attitude. I kept saying, I am going to get this job. And sure enough, almost at the end of that 2 weeks, I think it was a Friday, they called me and said, we would like to give you the job as a housekeeping supervisor at the Four Seasons Hotel. And let me remind you, I was fresh out of hospitality school. I was ecstatic. I was working for the best company in the hospitality industry. It's a great. I love the company. I love the way that they treat their staff, their guests. Anyone associated with that company is just pure class. And sure enough, I started working there, and I believe it was because of my positive and mental attitude. The point of this story isn't about me, though. It's for you. You can do this as well. Whatever you want in life, you can get it as long as you believe that you can. I just want you to remember one thing, though. Thinking negative will hurt you. So get rid of the negative thinking. If someone doesn't believe in you, I think that you should stop talking to them for a while until you prove to them that you can do whatever it is that you want to do, because you can and you will. Number 3, live by the golden rule. This is actually one of the main talking points at the Four Seasons Hotel. Treat others the way that you want to be treated. If you live by this rule, you will always treat people in a good way, because you're treating them the way that you want to be treated, and you always want to be treated good. So no matter how someone treats you, treat them the way that you want to be treated, okay? And you will always be successful. Number 4, eliminate negative thoughts through self-inspection. Do you have negative thoughts? Most people don't even realize that they have negative thoughts until they are told by someone else, or they realize it when it's too late. Number 5, be happy and try to make others happy as well. This is actually very, very easy. All you have to do is smile and act happy. Be enthusiastic all the time, and by doing this, you will feel an inner joy, and combine this with getting rid of negative thoughts, you will feel good about yourself as well as others. And as the picture says below, positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. It is a known fact that genius men and women write in a journal daily so they can chronicle their lives. As a side tip, if you want to move up in the ladder of life all the way to the top, you need to keep a journal of your successes and your failures. You should do this so that you can learn what works and what doesn't in your life. I have just started to do this very recently. It hasn't been years or anything, but I've just started doing this recently, and I couldn't be happier. As I wake up in the morning, I just jot down, some of the things that I was dreaming about, and then throughout the day, some of the things that I'm thinking and wanting to do, and I jot it all down, and I just continue to look back on it later. I jot down goals in that journal. I jot down everything, and then you could just go back and look at it. And if you wanted to divide the book in half and just use half of it as a journal and the other half as goals, and then you could just go back and forth and kind of look through your notes and then look through your goals and see where you're at. If you do this for your entire life, it will not only help you in whatever avenue you want to go down to get better, because as you write things down, they stick in your mind, but also you don't have to rely as much on your brain to remember every little detail of every little course that you take or podcast that you listen to or audiobook or book. You have it in your notes, and you can go back and get it at any time. It is very, very, very clutch to do that. Number 6, form a habit of tolerance. Try to keep an open mind and like people for the way they are. Look for the good in others. Do not make them out to be the way you want them to be. Give them a chance. Okay, we are all guilty of this, guys. Every one of us. We see somebody and we think that we know who they are. Before we've even said a word to them, we may think that they're arrogant or disrespectful. They could just be having a bad day, guys. You just don't know. You never know what is going on in somebody's mind until you approach them and kind of feel out exactly who they are. So judging people isn't good for you or them, because you could potentially be passing up a future business partner because they're having a bad day and you don't like the way that they're looking at other people or something. It's very silly, but consider this as something that we all need to get better at, and that's giving everyone a chance, as the picture says below. Give everyone a chance. You just never know. You never know who that person could be in your life potentially. Number 7, give yourself positive suggestions. Condition your mind so that you always look at life in a positive light. Anything that enters your mind through your 5 senses is recorded into your subconscious mind. So make sure that what you experience is gratifying and upbeat. That goes for not just your life. If you're watching like movies and different things that are negative, they can really affect your subconscious mind whether you know it or not. So try to consider that going forward, to condition your mind to always look at life in a positive light. The next one is going to be a little bit controversial, and I know some of us may or may not believe, but just take my word for it and kind of give it a chance. It doesn't mean that you're praying to any particular person. It could just be that you're praying to a higher power other than yourself. So number 8 is pray. As I said earlier, you may or may not believe in God, but if you experience some optimism, you may turn yourself into a believer and pray in a God. You never know. Okay, number 9, which is the biggest one to help yourself have a positive mental attitude. It may not seem like it, but it's huge, and that is setting goals. So when you decide what you want out of life, write it down on paper and look at it daily. This will remind you exactly what you are working for. Next, think what you will do to help others when you achieve your goal. That's what life is all about, helping others become better. You want someone to help you become better, and then in return, you help someone else become better. Then, how will this success help you and other people? Write that all down on paper, and then visualize yourself achieving the goals. You have to visualize that you can do it, and this will start to develop your positive mental attitude. Use desire to get your goals completed. The first part of desire is D, which is determine. Determine your goal and then fixate on it. Grant Cardone has a bunch of amazing books, and one of his books that I really liked is called Be Obsessed or Be Average. And that kind of sounds like just the saying, like be obsessed or be average, but it is true. If you have something that you really love in life, obsess over it. Think about it constantly, and you will get better. And as you get better, you will develop a positive mental attitude because of it. If you have no skills, you really don't have a future. So your pay is going to be minimal. You're never going to get any raises. You're always going to stay in that low area of life, not making enough money, being upset, taking it out on others. But if you use these 9 different skills, you will be happier. You will have a happier, positive mental attitude. Okay, back to desire. The E stands for evaluate your goal and how long it will take for you to complete that goal. The S stands for set the plan in motion. And another thing I like to do is I like to write down the steps that I need to take to complete the goals. So once you have the goals, you write down exactly what it is going to take for you to complete the goals. Then you identify a date that you will complete the goal by. Let's say you want to read a book and you want it, and it's going to help you in your future. You want to read that book by, let's say, 3 months from today's date, and you start to do that immediately. Do not wait, because as you wait, chances of you completing your goal get less likely. So the minute that you figure out your goal, start attacking that goal right away. Do not wait. And then the next part is the R, which stands for repeat your goals out loud 3 times a day. I like to do that in the morning, in the afternoon, and then in the evening, and just repeat these goals over and over, and it really does start to work for you. And then the E stands for each day. Each day, go over the plan until you believe that you can do it, and it will become a reality, guys. I'm telling you, it will work. Each day, go over the plan and adjust as necessary. Let's say you are getting to the date that you planned on achieving your goal, and you are thinking, I might not make that date. When it gets a little bit closer, you can adjust. You can add more time to the date. If you're a couple days out and you're not going to get it, add another month if you need to. Add another week. Add another day. Whatever you need to do. It's your goal, guys. Once you achieve your goal, you will have a positive mental attitude. So do whatever it takes to achieve that goal. And you will achieve a positive mental attitude. You will be a better person. So just use these steps. I guarantee you will feel that positive mental attitude. So that's it for today's video. We will be having new videos every Tuesday, as well as periodic times where we will throw a meditation up or an affirmation video up at different times. Not just on Tuesday, it could be any day. We just like to add that in our video, just so you know. Every Tuesday we upload a new video, but at any time we could add a new meditation video or a new affirmation video. So last but not least, we want to thank you for watching our channel and our video, and we want you guys to always remember that success is a quest. Thank you for watching.